So today I want to get on here and talk about something I realized over the years with my personal life and the people that I know in my life. So when I woke up this morning, I realized that me personally, I don't rely on motivation. I just understand the reality of life. And I'm going to give some examples of what I mean by this. Like, I understand that the better you're doing in life, the stress don't go away. The problems don't go away. Honestly, though, chasing your dream life and you get that dream life you want, you'll realize, like, it's not peaches and cream how you thought it was. That's what ending in life. Like, for example, right? You could look at somebody's life and be like, man, I wish I had their life. But you want the good parts. You got to think about the bad parts that come along with it. Like, for example, like when I'm older in life, I want to be an athletic director one day. And athletic directors I talk to, like, most of them, like, don't like their job or they miserable being an athletic director because there's so much responsibilities come along with it. From the outside looking in, it's like, man, just imagine being like athletic director at the school, but you're not thinking about the paperwork, budgeting, being involved in all the school programs, being involved with parents all the time. You gotta be to a majority of the sporting events for all sports. There's a lot going into it. It's just not you just athletic director. Or look on the other hand, right? Like, I want to be a head coach. I want to be a high school head coach one day. And a lot of the high school head coaches I talked to, they told me, like, I'm gonna let you know straight up, it's not easy. Once again, transportation, budgeting, parents, taking care of the athlete, there's a lot going to it. Sometimes you have to wake up earlier than usual. You have to stay at practice later than usual. But I talked to the coaches that told me that they don't even want to be an athletic director one day because they see the stress they go through and stuff. So before you decide that there's a specific life that you want, ask yourself, are you ready for the good and the bad that comes along with it? Because you just can't choose the good side of things. Because majority of stuff in life, it also have its downsides too. Like, there's no such thing as, like, in my personal opinion, I feel like there's no such thing as a perfect life or the perfect relationship. The perfect anything. Because think about it, right? You see someone with a nice physique, they go to the gym, and they muscular, they go to the gym, take good care of themselves. Then you got to think about it, right? Imagine living a life where you tracking what you eat every day. You counting your calories. You eating more fruits, you eating more veggies. The day you don't feel like going to the gym, but you got to go to the gym anyways. You working out Monday through Friday. You getting your cardio in every other day. You making sure you get 7 hours of sleep every night. Or 6 or 9, depending on the person. There's a lot go into it and just have a nice physique. But when you just look at their appearance, you're like, man, like, I doubt I had that physique they have. But then you got to realize the work they put in. Then I see it all the time. Like, I see people that tell me, oh, I wish I made more money. I want more money. Then opportunities present themselves to this person to make more money. But this person, they don't want to put the work in. So it's like, don't say you want to make more money and you don't want to work extra hours. Or you don't want to pick up a part-time job. Or you don't want to pick up more hours at your job. Because there been times, right? I know a guy, he a boss at his company. His coworker come to him like, hey, man, I need more hours. I got a family to feed. I got bills to pay. I got to take care of my wife and stuff like that. So, like, okay, can you stay later today? No, I got to go home. Can you come in earlier? No, I got to go home. Can you work this weekend? No, I can't work this weekend. So it's like, it's like if you really want something, you will make it happen. So it's like if they really want the money that bad, boss telling them, hey, I got some extra hours you pick up. They'll let him know, like, hey, I'm there. Let me know when and where, and I'll do what you need me to do. Instead of just going home and just complaining about them not making more money. Because, like, you have to put the work in, Same thing with, like, social media. If you look at people like, man, I doubt to have the kind of platform they have on social media. But then you don't realize the time and effort they put into content, like planning content, posting content, editing content. It's like a lot going to it. There's no easy side of anything. Like, there's not, like, these high-paying jobs, because I know a few people who are in high-paid positions. They got a lot more work to do than a lot of employees. But employees looking up and just like, man, I wish I, like, it's hard. Like, if you wish for something that you don't want to put the work in to get, It's like you don't want it bad enough. You just like the ideal of it, you know? Like, think about a relationship, right? Someone, you could tell you love someone all day, every day. But it's like, do your actions show you love this person? Do you love them for their flaws? Do you love them for, like, the bad days y'all have? Do you understand they're not perfect? They're going to fall short? Or do every time they make you mad, you wishing bad upon them? You screaming and yell at them. You threatening them. Think about it, though, because if you love someone, you won't treat them the way that you won't treat them poorly, regardless if you're upset or not. You get what I'm saying? Then the crazy part is, single people, they'll look at other people's relationships on social media, be like, man, I wish I had the relationship that they had, but they don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, this woman or this guy might have flaws that you don't want to have in a partner, though. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you have to put the work in, regardless. Like, if you want a certain kind of life, you got to understand the downside of it. You got to understand the bad things that can happen. You got to be responsible for all the extra work that you have to put in. Like me, I accept the reality of the life that I want to have. You know, I won't have too much free time. You know what I'm saying? I had to stay dedicated every day. I have to put the work in every day to get that life I want to have one day. That's why I rely on motivation. I rely on, like, it's the reality of it, because the day I spend slacking and not putting the work in is the day someone else is getting ahead of me and putting more work into me. Think about it, right? If you believe in God or whatever you believe in, if you look at, like, who would you bless? Would you bless a person that put more work in, the person that you know you could depend on, the person that, you know, regardless they stressed or they not stressed or they not having a bad day, you know, they go show up and do what they need to do? Or you go get the person that's always complaining, you know, they're like, oh man, I wish I never took this position. And they just always got something to say. And the other person, they understand that it just comes with the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to learn, like, the good side and the bad side. You spend too much time dwelling on the good side. I mean, spend too much time on the good side. When the bad side hit, the reality go hit you. Like, man, I didn't really want this position how I thought I wanted this position. I didn't really want to be a coach how I thought I wanted to be a coach. I didn't really want this relationship as much as I really thought I wanted this relationship. Because that's the truth to it, you know. You got to put the work in. Just think about it this way, right? The reality of it, that hour you supposed to put into it, and you didn't put that hour into it, that's an hour away from you achieving that goal. Or that's an hour away from bettering your life. So that's why I wake up every morning, like, okay, I got to go to the gym today. I wake up every morning. I understand that I got to do what I got to do the whole day. Because it's just reality of it. Because no one going to feel bad for you. No one going to hold your hand and say, it's okay. Like, I got you. I'm going to walk you through this easy journey of life. Like, it don't work that way. No one going to achieve the goals for you. No one going to put the work in for you. No one going to wake you up in the morning and say, hey, go brush your teeth. No one going to wake up in the morning and say, hey, are you putting in extra work on the side to learn about what you want to do? No one going to tell you, hey, make sure you eat the foods that you need to eat so you can have a better body, so you can be more confident with the way you look. You get what I'm saying? So when you show up to the beach in a few months and you look yourself in the mirror, you're a swimsuit, you're like, dang, I'm not happy with myself. Then you look back over the last few months, you could have been putting in work to like your appearance more. That's the reality of it. Reality of it, when you wake up in the morning, okay, you can work out today so I can have the physique I want to have later on. You know, when it's beach time come around, or just have a better physique so I become myself in general. Or you could, like, I'm going to skip today, and my actions going to have consequences later on. But that's the video for today. Regardless of the life that you want to have, each job, each career, each life goals, it all have the bad side to it, all have the downside to it. Not everything always peaches and cream. You have to put the work in regardless of what you want to do in life. You got to put the work in to nurture your relationship. You have to put the work in for your children, if you have children one day, or if you don't want to have children one day. Like, if you want to spend more time with your family, have to put the work in to spend more time with your family. If you want to work with athletes, you got to spend extra time on the side to work with athletes. If you want a better relationship with those around you, you have to put the work in. You know, it's just like, no matter what you do to get that happiness, you have to understand that there's a bad side to it. And that all you can do is just put the work in and think about the reality of it. That the reality of it is that not everything is sunshine and rainbows. And you have to still put the work in even when you don't feel like it. Because if you don't, somebody else will. Or if you don't, you just won't get the life that you want. Or you just won't maintain the life that you want. Because somebody else will be in your position. But that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the video for today.